Hi friends, welcome to this new space for literature, English grade. I am Arha. I'm here to lead the discussion of the poem A Tiger in the Zoo by Leslie Norris. As you know, literature can't be taught. It can only be perceived and reciprocated. That's why we call our sessions discussions. Let's read the poem before we move on to the discussion. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass. Near the waterhole, where plump deer pass, he should be snarling around houses, at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. But he's locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. The poem follows an ABCB rhyme scheme. Besides the rhyme scheme, it uses enjambment, assonance, and consonants throughout. We have explained these literary devices in our previous lessons as well. Please refer to them. How you ever been to a zoo? We all enjoy such visits, don't we? If yes is your answer, this poem would definitely make you rethink. Humans, despite being social in nature, have developed a liking for enjoying private lives. Over the ages, we have confined ourselves to four walls. Then we started doing the same with wild animals. This poem is an eye-opener to one of the most cruel deeds of human beings, caging animals. A Tiger in the Zoo begins and ends with the image of a caged tiger. In the second and third stanzas, the poet takes us to the wilderness to show its vigor and ferocity. Through the recurring images of it stalking the length of the cage and lurking and snarling in the wilderness, the poet creates a contrast between the life of the tiger before and after being caged. The choice of words here becomes the key factor in creating the best of these contrasting images. Leslie Norris uses the first stanza to describe how the tiger is limited by an unnatural environment confined by a limited space. The oxymoron quiet rage is powerful enough to show the silenced ferocity of the tiger. The few steps of his cage defines its limited territory marked by humans. Take a moment to learn about a tiger and how it marks its natural territory in a forest. It's interesting! In the second and third stanzas, the poet takes us to a forest to show how the tiger lurks in shadows to jump on its prey, and snarls around houses to terrorize the village. The alliteration behind bars, as if in a jail, in the third stanza describes the lost freedom. He personification is locked up and has become a showpiece. He ignores the visitors instead of terrorizing them. His day ends with the sound of the patrolling cars and staring at the brilliant stars. Had he been in his natural world, his nights would be spent hunting. He has become a passive creature in the concrete cell. Alliteration. Before we end this session, we have a thought for you. Imagine this poem to be an autobiography of a caged tiger living in the unnatural territory marked by human beings. Every thought will enhance your imagination. That's what literature is all about. Thank you. Take care. Happy learning.